Let's see what's on the other side. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for checking in. Blitz here with the survivaloutpost.com, and today we're talking fitness, and in particular, the almighty Ruck March. Now, of course, going for a walk is great. It's incredible. Tons of benefits. Adding a backpack to it makes it even better, and you really don't need anything. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to drive anywhere. You can literally walk outside your front door and make this happen. All you need is some motivation, 2 legs, and a backpack, and that's basically about it. Now, of course, as a survivalist, I place high value on my physical fitness, so going for regular ruck marches is just part of my overall training regime. But beyond fitness, getting on the ground and seeing the world from a different point of view can be a game changer in many different ways. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you guys a few clips, a few outtakes from a few training exercises that I've been on. We're going to talk about what type of pack you need to choose for your ruck march, how to pack your pack, pretty important. We're going to talk about some benefits from ruck marching, and then we're going to step into my gym, and I'm going to show you guys a couple different training regimes that you can use, whether you're new to ruck marching or you're a veteran ruck marcher. You can use these training regimes to get even better at ruck marching. Let's hope it doesn't snap in the middle. I have no idea how old this thing is. but I feel good the fact that only some of it is in the water, right? Woo! Should be fine. Don't step where I stepped. All right, is there anything
down her back? I don't see.
Nope. I have an extra pair of socks on me, so I don't really care. That's your call.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, nice. Nice work.
Fingers.
Oh, vehicle, get down.
And I can't see behind us.
I know, and I can't see in front of us either. Vehicle.
Beautiful and open.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Down here, see what we're working with.
decided he made a phone call.
He's just sitting there. All right.
That way?
Yeah, let's go. Stay tight.
Nice, nice and jog.
Yeah.
So is this the legal sign?
Yeah. There's no signs over here to say illegal. Call this urban escape and evasion. Know your hood. We're not going to be defeated, but we're not going to be stupid either. You know what I'm saying?
I'll get the duct tape.
There we go. Ah. Ah. But I'm not ready to die yet. Let's go. Good God. Woo. Help me up. Woo. All right.
Well, I'm a duck.
No. Your mom would never forgive me if you died in some canal ditch. Good work. I want you to pound back a lot of that water. If you drink like half that, none of this water, if you drink some of that water, it'll lighten your load dramatically. All right, guys, so I had to turn around a little abruptly. I kind of lost track of time. I think I just spent too much time with the drone, flying it and all that. But as it stands right now, we've been going for 41 minutes and 35 seconds, burned almost 200 active calories, and gone 2.33 miles. So by the time we get back to the car, it'll be about 2.5 miles, which is not bad considering half of it was on that sand that you saw. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed that. I know I have a ton of fun planning out these missions, packing the gear for the missions, executing on the mission, doing the after action report, and there's just like, I don't know how to explain it. When you get on the ground and you're bushwhacking, you're making your own trail, or you're in environments where you've never been before, there's just that unpredictability factor. You don't know what's gonna happen, right? You're outside your comfort zone. You're outside your safe space, right? So I just enjoy that. I love being outside my safe space as much as humanly possible. So with that said, I'm out there enjoying myself. I'm getting all these training benefits. I'm getting all this tactical knowledge and experience. And along the way, guess what? I'm burning a ton of calories and gaining strength. So this whole process is just like a massive win on so many different levels. So on the topic of calories burned, let's go ahead and step into the gym. I'm gonna show you guys the numbers, and I think you're gonna be pretty surprised at how many calories I actually burned while I was out on some of these ruck marches. That should be pretty interesting. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, so check this out. Here's a cool fact about just walking by itself. When you go for a walk and you go at a brisk pace, about 3.5 miles an hour, on average, you will burn between 120 and 178 calories per mile, which is not bad. I mean, that's kind of on par with a jog or even like an easy run. Now, you take that, just walking by itself, go ahead and throw in like a 40-pound pack, a bunch of swamps, and a bunch of single and double track roads for a few hours, and those calories burned really add up super fast. And okay, sure, fine, maybe going out for ruck march and blazing your own path is a little extreme, but even when I was out there on A1A, on flat surface, asphalt, I'm still burning a respectable amount of calories. And the reason being here is the fact that the ruck march is a full body exercise. Everything is engaged. Your legs are working, your shoulders are working, your core, your back, your quads, your calves, everything is getting a workout. Therefore, you're burning a crap ton of calories in the process, whether you're going for a short, easy walk or blazing your own path. So I think we pretty much established that going for ruck march is great from all aspects. Not only are you out there burning calories, but you're also building up strength throughout your entire body. So that's pretty cool. Now, if we want to talk about this and get serious, we got to have some goals. I figured a good goal would be looking at what an average infantryman is expected to march over the course of a day. Now, pretty much universally, world over, the average infantryman is expected to march about 15 to 20 miles per day with a lot of weight. I mean, we're talking 60, 70, 80 pounds. When I was in and I wasn't even infantry, I was carrying like 80, 90 pounds. Maybe it's gotten lighter or maybe heavier, who knows? But whatever, it's a lot of weight for 15 to 20 miles over the course of an entire day. So I thought, you know, hey, myself as a dirty, nasty civilian, now what if I could just do 8 or 10 miles for a day and at half the weight? Seems reasonable. So I set that as my first goal. Now, if you're coming at this right out the gate with really no physical like fitness background or anything like that at all, you might dive in and you might end up getting super sore and you might quit, right? And I found that to be true for myself when I've like gone in too deep to a venture too fast. That's what's happened. So we're in this for the long term, the long haul, right? So if you want to get better at ruck marching and you want to hit a goal like 10 miles over the course of a day with 40 pounds, then you're going to have to work at it, right? So here's the first option. If you're coming in fresh and you're coming in new, you're going to want to think progressive overload, right? Because, you know, if I'm going into the gym and I'm going to want to get better at my bench press, or I'm going to want to build up bigger biceps, I'm going to need to add more weight. Same thing is true here. Let's say you start out at week 1, and this is an 8-week progressive overload regime. Week 1, you go for 1 mile and maybe you carry like 15 or 20 pounds. Nothing major, right? The next week, you go for 2 miles and you add a little more weight. Third week, add more weight, add more miles, and you get the idea, right? Until the 8th week comes around, and hopefully you're able to do 8 miles with your bug out bag over the course of, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever is working for you and where you feel yourself, where you're being honest with yourself, where you're not just out for a stroll, where you're really like moving, where you're getting that workout in. So that's option 1 if you just want to come in it fresh and say, you know, I really just want to build that foundation, right? Option number 2 is going to look something like this. And this is where I'm like, you know, I can already do a certain level of ruck march. It's nothing crazy insane, but I can hit 15 miles in a day, no problem, right? So I thought the ruck march was a little lonely. Let's add in some mixed cardio. So what does that look like? If we use the ruck march as a foundation, we can kind of think of it from 2 different aspects, right? From one angle, I want to build up my conditioning. I want to build up my aerobic capacity. I want to be able to maybe even double time with that backpack, because you saw the benefits of double time back there in one of those training montages, right? Might have been the difference between us having a conversation with some people we didn't want to talk to or getting the hell out of there. So, you know, we think about it from the conditioning aspect, and maybe you set the workup up like this. You know, you have a body weight circuit. Maybe it's something simple, right? Body weight squats, push-ups, lunges, planks, and V-ups. Each one of these exercises for 30 seconds. You run through the circuit, you rest for 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, and you hit it all again, right? So maybe you do that for 10 or 15 minutes, and then you go out there for your ruck march and you're pushing it. You are pushing that pace, your double time, your quick time, you're moving fast, you're sweating, your heart rate's up, and you're really getting that good work in, right? So that could be one aspect. Now the second aspect you want to be considering is your endurance and your stamina. And with that, what I would do, and what I've done before in the past is, you know, if I want to like be able to ruck march a long distance, I'm going to go try to ruck march a long distance. I'm going to go out there and hit that 6 mile, 8 mile, 10 mile hikes. And then when I get back home, I'm going to drop the gear, take off the boots or shoes or whatever, and I'm going to hit maybe another cardio circuit. You know, maybe you're into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and you hit 15 minutes of really fast drills. Maybe you're into boxing and you get some shadow boxing or some bag work in. Maybe, you know, you go for a bike ride, whatever, but you push your body beyond what it says it can do. And that's where the growth happens, right? And that's what this is all about. And that's what's so wonderful about this is you can grow, you can get better ruck marching, and you really don't need to invest any money, any gym, nothing is required. Now, of course, I do have a few things around here at the gym that I like to use, but you can literally set up these regimes any way you want and make it as hard or as easy on yourself as humanly possible. And if we remember, one of the best mottos of all time, comfort is a slow death, prefer pain, then we're going to look for the pain, we're going to look for the struggle, and we're going to look for the things that hurt because we know that that's what makes us better. So what can I say, guys? Let's go out there and get them gains. And right now, we got to jump back in the bunker because we are not done yet. All right, now let's move on and answer a couple obvious questions. The first one being, what type of pack do you choose? And how do you pack the pack? So yeah, for sure, there's tons of backpacks on the market to choose from. It can kind of be a daunting process, but the blog post that's related to this video really breaks it down well. So if you want some more details on how to pick out the right pack or an option of different packs, go check out that blog post. It's linked up in the pinned post and also the description. But at a high level, you can use any bag that you want. But ideally that bag is your 72-hour bag. It's your bug out bag or your get home bag. So if you're out there ruck marching, you're not only getting the fitness side of the situation covered, right? Because you're hauling weight on your back, but it's a practical application of a ruck march from a survival perspective. Now, if you just want to look at it from the fitness perspective, you can go, I think probably, what is it, Go Ruck? I know Rogue, I think also makes a Ruck March Pacific backpack. And that's literally just a backpack that you can put weight plates on and configure accordingly, right? And those are nice to have. But honestly, these days, I spend my money on the 3Bs, and that's about it. Now bear in mind, guys, that's just high level on choosing the pack and what to put in it. I strongly suggest you guys check out the blog post linked up down below. Get Unbelievably Fit with Rucking by the guys over at 3V Gear who break this down in a lot deeper detail, give you a whole selection of packs to choose from, and a lot more ideas on the ruck march itself. Hey, listen, before I forget, there's another detail about ruck marching that makes it awesome, right? Because we know that it's good for physical fitness, we know it's good from the training aspect, but it's also great for your mental health. Because think about it, obviously, you're away from screens, you're outside, you have an opportunity to think. And during that time period, nobody's asking anything from you, nobody's demanding anything from you. You should just have an opportunity to be alone with your thoughts. And maybe that's scary, I don't know. You know, there's tons of things to think about while you're out there. You know, you can ponder the mysteries of life. You can think about World War III, what's going on in Europe. You can think about your relationships, think about the past, think about the future, whatever the case is. It gives you an opportunity to clear your head. And sometimes I like to go out for a nice little walk in the morning, maybe 30 minutes, and it kind of sets up my day and my strategy and my game plan going forward. So that's just another added benefit to ruck marching. Now, if you really want to get serious about this and you want to build a 72-hour kit and go out for ruck march, you're going to want to check out the next video that's popping up right now, because this lays out the basics using the 5 C's of building that essential foundation of survival gear and then adding your customized stuff on top of it. So I strongly suggest checking out that video. It really digs into the details of building a 72-hour kit. And then you're also going to check out this one that's popping up right here, where I nearly died on a 15-mile ruck march in the middle of summer in Florida. Which is a lot of fun, but a great test. So anyways, guys, I appreciate the support, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.